Hey guys, Arm&Gun here. It's been a minute, and this is going to be a fun one. I'll keep it fairly short, but so story starts. My good buddies at Wolverine Supplies call me up and say, "Hey, we got this interesting estate collection, and it's pretty cool. You might want to check it out." I said, "Ooh, estate collection. What do you got?" Well, they said, "We got like an STG-44, some AKs, this weird Italian thing. There might be a DShK." So I'm like, done. Let me know when I can come and pick some stuff up. So thank you guys. Matt, Dave, Christopher, Tyson, John, everyone that helped me get loaded up yesterday and bring all this stuff home. I am super excited. There's so much cool stuff here, and I'm going to get to show it to you guys for a while. So anyways, again, big shout out to Wolverine Supplies. Much thanks to them. And let's take a look at some of this wicked stuff. This is literally a DShK. But first, a quick thank you to today's title sponsor, UF Pro. I'll go through one of their super cool winter garments here in just a little bit. Also, a special shout out to Mira Safety, your gas mask pros, and our good friends at Hill People Gear. They make the kit, bag, and a bunch of other cool stuff. We've got a backpack and a really sweet little light jacket from these guys that I'm friggin' loving. Later in the video, I'll share a cool partnership I'm doing with GOAT guns. Guys, question of the day. Think about it while I'm going through these 8 guns from this estate collection. Let me know which one, if you could run off with one off into the sunset with unlimited ammo, which would it be? If you choose the DShK, it will come with Toyota. Anyways, back to these really cool guns. Oh, just beautiful. So really cool. This one's actually got the charging handle built into the mount, so you can charge it from there. Normally on these things is you actually charge it from, where the heck is it? Up here. Use the case head. I don't have any 12-7x108 at the moment, but you can use a 50 BMG as well. Wow, what a beast. So stoked that it came in this mount, because they're pretty hard to show if they're not in a mount. Again, even charging them is difficult, so so cool. Look at that muzzle brake, man. Wild. That's my hand, and that's the muzzle brake. So just freaking crazy. And then this gigantic and also equally very heavy tripod. So we'll set that up. The anti-air stuff. So much playing is needed. That's also new to the armory. We'll be talking about that guy more soon. But yeah, let's strap into the camera mount and go through each of these beauties one by one. Guys, first up we have these Type 3 Russian milled AK. Holy crap. Milled AKs hit different. They just feel so gorgeous, refined. It doesn't feel like an AK. It feels like some, I don't know, like some fancy milled gun from like World War II. I guess AK-40. Close. It followed in the heels of World War II pretty quick. But, and the Type 3s, of course, did predate all of the AKMs and stamps that we see today. But man, just beautiful. Look at this laminate wood. It is gorgeous. Even the selector just feels smoother. I don't know, just telltale way to see milled AKs is that they have this big lightning cut here. They mill this out. That's how you know it's a milled guy. Now the Type 3s, the mill is parallel with the angled bottom, slanted bottom of the receiver. Whereas the Type 2s, it's actually just horizontal with perpendicular, or I guess parallel to the top, this flat section here. So a little tidbit for the nerds out there. Now, another absolute prize in this collection is this guy. In a second, we'll talk about that. Because first, also big announcement, we're dropping merch this week with bunker branding. Should be this coming weekend. That's the plan anyways. I have stalled and put it off for far too long. The plan was for around Christmas time. Then I got wicked sick in December and kind of fell off the face of the earth for like a month. Then I had to catch up with my day job, which is incredibly busy right now. So I've just been struggling. But this came in. They figured this is an easy, fun video to do for you guys, so let's crank it out and have some fun. But yeah, merch will be dropping ASAP, and then later, approximately late Q1, early Q2, this flannel should be dropping with Dixxon. This is my collab with them. They recreated my OG flannel. I'm super excited about it. There's a lot of cool things with this flannel. Of course, it has snaps, but it has a bunch of other neat things as well. Look out for that. I'm not sure if that's going to be distributed through Dixxon or Bunker Branding, but it'll be available, and I'll be letting you know when it is. Now, onto this beautiful MP44. Who knew they were called that? I always thought of them as the STG-44, but there's actually a lot of lineage They were called a number of different things. Yeah, very cool. I got this kind of dumb label I got to peel off this magazine, but even the magazine's marked MP44, so I'm pretty stoked. But this is just, oh, talk about satisfying. Good Lord, that is awesome. Thanks to my buddy Paul for explaining to me the differences. That this is a VOPO, Volkspolice model, so it was totally probably stripped down and refurbished after World War II. That's why it's so beautiful, and it's an original refurbishment. It's not like some armorer went and re-blued it way back, you know, in the 70s or 80s or 90s. No, this is how it was originally done and carried for a number of years when it was still in use. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's just beautiful. Oh, one more time. Oh. Then let's take a look at this guy. This is the Beretta AR-70. This was the result that Beretta came out with after Beretta and SIG broke apart. They were working on a gun design together because Colt wouldn't sell them M16s. And I'm glad they didn't, because this is really cool. They came up with it. It's a pretty fun, nifty design. Definitely see some similarities between this and the SIG 550, 540, 550 series. Basically, their partnership broke down. Then SIG came up with the 540 series, and these guys came up with the Model 70. Unfortunately, it only has this little dumb 5-rounder, so we'll have to fix that at some point. But just a beauty. It's a hefty gun. Feels very well built. So I'm excited to I'll try this at some point. While we're looking at black rifles, we'll take a look at this guy next. But also, quick disclaimer: I'm not going to be shooting anything today. And I know it's very frustrating that I show these guns and I don't shoot them. Half you guys think that they're just fake guns. So you can continue thinking that if you like. But good news is my wife and I are finally going to be finalizing our ranch purchase here real soon. Got to finish filing our taxes, get that stuff back to be able to qualify. But after COVID wrecked us, I think I can say COVID on YouTube now. That whole situation kind of wrecked us financially in 2020. And it took 2 years of solid financials to make this happen. So I wanted to make it happen without having to completely gut the collection. Some things have to go for sure. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, that's finally going to be happening. And the good news with all of that is the governing body that governs the licensing for this channel that has previously told me that I can't shoot live ammunition on camera anymore has now said that they will let me do that on this range, provided I get municipal sign-off. Long story short, talk to the municipality. It should be totally fine. As long as my neighbors aren't complete dicks. But basically where this ranch is, it's in the middle of nowhere. There's only one other house within a kilometer, and that one's even 750 meters away, like directly as the crow flies. Kind of Facebook creeped them a little bit, and it turns out they both like guns and dislike Trudeau. So I think they're not going to mind installing a range on this new property too bad. So with any luck, the timeline for that will be sometime midsummer, and then we can start doing some shooting content. And I'm super pumped for that. And I'm sure you guys will be too. Anyways, that's the plan. Final taxes stuff going through, final saving for the down payment and making things work. Yeah, we're really close, and it's looking pretty good. So just thought I'd share that personally with you guys. Ridiculously excited about it, and I've literally been in love with this place since I first found out about it like 5 years ago. Too much detail, but anyways, so excited. And it's gonna mean great things for the channel. Anyways, here we go. This is a Hungarian AK, the AMD 65. Wire stock folds open. Not a super comfortable stock, but well, it's fairly sturdy, nice and tight in there. And yeah. Oh, it may not be milled, but it is still just beautifully fun to cycle. Nice light trigger. I like the reverse grip up here. It's just, these are cool. These are cool. So anyways, we'll have some fun with this guy in the future, but cool gun, Hungarian AMD 65. I just gotta cycle this guy one more time because, yeah, milled really does hit different. Beautiful. All right, guys, really quickly, I'm gonna show you the PRO Compac Jacket because it fits in this little bag, which is actually the inside pocket. This is by far the jacket I wear the most of all the jackets I have of theirs. Literally zip it open and then the jacket just splurges out of there. Voila. Now, I like this one so much because it's just so fast. You throw it on really quick. It is very puffy and warm, very durable. I have been through some brush with this thing. Petrified that I was going to wreck it, and no, it's pretty strong stuff. Then we have this absolutely beautiful Galil. It's an early Magnum Research import, and oh, this is so clean, so beautiful. I know this is blasphemous, but oh, gorgeous. So really nice there, just beautiful shape. You got the bipod, and that hanger in there doubles as the bottle cap opener. A friend of mine is actually taking this guy home. It belongs to him, but I get to spend a little bit of time with it first. Pretty happy about that. So thank you to Matt for letting me play with this thing for a while, but just beautiful. Actually, it's really nice to have this here because this is the one type of Galil we currently don't have in the, actually, okay, there's a bunch more Galils coming that are going to fill the rest of the holes in the collection, but when that happens, the 762 ARM is the one that we didn't have represented here. So we'll do a nice full Galil family video once the rest of them get here. All right, then the Chinese underfolder. This is a Type 56, and it's, well, that's a little worn out there, but this part's pretty nice and tight. Oh yeah, it's an AK. So it's got this little funny tip on here, which I've heard that was something for import back in the day, but I don't know. We'll see if we can get that fixed at some point. But there you go. There's semi and fun mode markings in Chinese. And last but not least, look at this guy. We've got a Russian Tula, I believe Tula, RPK, 1973. Oh, look at this. And this thing has seen some shit. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. Look at that. Look at this guy. Wonderful. Wonderful. So if all goes according to plan, I will still have these in the summer and we can do some shooting with them on the range. Again, everything goes according to plan. So, well, that's kind of it for all this stuff. I'm going to get that thing mounted because why not? Maybe that'll be the bonus content at the end of the video here. We'll do some quick flyby of this thing all mounted up in the AA tripod. Boom diggity. Well, that was reasonably successful. Now the hard part, though. Good Lord. It's times like now that I think it would be good to invest in a cameraman. Obviously, with duties expanding beyond running a camera. Okay, so we're learning. This would have been awkward as all get out to get on here, so I pulled the gun off. Very simple. Oddly enough, there is a toothbrush involved. We'll get to that. Then you line this up with this, which is pretty simple. And this is like a large manacle type thing that you wrap around this collar, and then you lock her up, and then, in theory, it shouldn't fall over. So, let's check it out. Here's the integrated charging handle. Basically, you're doing that. This hook grabs the action bar and just cycles it on back. Pretty simple. All right, and here's literally where the toothbrush came into play. Let's get this guy lined up over here. And I kid you not, this is how it came to me. Toothbrush. Boom diggity. Hoorah! There we go. So here is where you put the this thing in. It hooks in there. It's kind of bit forward, and then you pull back. So that's how that runs from that side. Once this big old knob gets to here, it cycles this, which is what moves the pawls inside there that brings in the ammunition. I'll show you guys that in a second. And on this side, where the charging handle actually is, connected to that, which is connected to this other little lug on the opposite side of the action bar, which, well, here we go. Oh, it's a little stiff. Probably needs a little grease. I gotta cycle it back a little further than that, but to show you guys inside as well, lift this guy up all the way, locks in, and then this is what that does. Sends this thing back and forth, which cycles that. Man, this thing is cool. And we broke it. Just kidding, we pulled it all apart. It is really cool. I ran through that in my Instagram story last night, but we'll do a disassembly video of this guy before too long. Give you guys a general overview of the gun and teach you a little bit about it. So that'll be a future gun library episode, but just want to show you that. And it did crank really well. I just had to put my camera in the mount so I could actually give her a good what for. But yeah, that was all. It was just, I was limp wristing it, okay? There's the beefy action, by the way. It is literally the same size and actually a pound heavier than a freaking milled AK. It is just so beefy. Anyways, that's that. Follow up to the question of the day of the 8 guns that I've now shown you in this new estate collection. Which would you have taken? I would have taken the gun I've been playing with all freaking week and just cycling and just loving. Okay, not all freaking week. I loaded these up last night and then it's taking me like 3 days to do this video. So that's my choice. The milled AK. Again, it feels like some interwar assault rifle, even though it never existed back then. It's just, this thing is just fantastic. I love it. If you've never experienced a milled AK, like I literally hadn't until now, I was missing out. I feel sorry for myself that I was missing out on this guy. So anyways, there's your joke for the day as well. And yeah. All right, guys, so this is going to be dropping this week. This is a really cool partnership that GOAT Guns and I did, even down to the packaging. They tried to emulate my flannel as close as possible. Got my logo up there, and a little write-up I did on the back talking about why I chose the Garand. The M1 Garand is the actual thing itself, and it's scale die-cast model. It's really cool, but it's functional to a degree, obviously. Like this. Custom sling again. They did a really nice job of it. That was tricky to do. That was the biggest thing, is I need to have something in there that's special. And thank you, Anthony and the team, because you guys went to some great lengths to do that. But this will be going live. Keep an eye out. It's going to be coming at you. Yeah, I didn't quite think that through, because they actually have individual little rounds for everything in there. So I have to now find them all, and they are around. Hoorah! I found them all. Last one was hiding underneath the MP44, but happy to report also that loading this little guy is the same as loading the real deal. Pretty impressed. Doggos and cat are doing their thing, and yeah, we need to go outside, so I need to go to work. So I'll catch you all soon. Thanks a ton. Arm&Gun out.